Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. The question is, why should we practice Bhakti Yoga when we are in young? Or why we should start practicing Bhakti Yoga when we are in young? This is the common questions, and generally parents argue with their kids. This is not the proper age for doing bhakti. When you become old, you will become retired, you will get lot of time to get bhakti. And when all desires will be fulfilled, because in youth we have to enjoy our senses and do lot of enjoyment, and when our senses are weak, that time what we have to do? We have to turn towards bhakti yoga. This is the common notion among the people. Now, if we go by definition of old age, one may say that old age means when I will not digest what I eat. But it may happen with common people also. Or 10-year-old boy, he cannot digest sometime. Some people say old age means I cannot walk. Instead of two leg, I require the third leg to walk. That's stick. But no, if somebody come across with the accident, sometimes he has been given a walker to walk. That doesn't mean that he is old. He might be 12-year-old boy. And some may say, the old age means my all teeth fall off. Again, with some certain kind of accident, one may lose all his teeth. That doesn't qualify him to become old. And old age, somebody say, my hair will turn into white. Sometimes we can say, the 30 years old man, very young man also having his white hair, and sometimes 70-year-old man having the black hair. So it doesn't qualify. This external situation doesn't fit into the definition of old age. So they say that old age is a proximity to the death. If somebody is dying tomorrow, today's time is old age for him. There are some example. One boy, he was in the lap of his grandmother, very wealthy family, and mother was cooking something in the kitchen, and in the kitchen that boy crawled and put the weight of pressure cooker, and he swallowed it. It was, choked up in the neck, and they carried him to the hospital, and before doctor see him, he died. His age was just 3 or 4 year old boy. So can we say that he is old? The death will not wait until you become old. There is another example of 22-year-old boy. He is my relative, one of my relative. So one day he was informed that you should please attend ISKCON program, and he was regularly coming. But his roommate one day told, why are you going to ISKCON program? Is there any young girl coming there? He said, no, this is program only for the boys. This particular program where I am going, and I need to go because they have invited me. Nice prasadam is there, nice talk is there, nice kirtan, I have to go. Another boy convinced him, don't go there. Anyway, their girls will not come. We will go to the Dandiya program and we will enjoy a lot there. Lot of fun, lot of enjoyment. Some or other that boy got convinced and he went to the Dandiya program. And there, by dancing, he could not control his breath properly. And some or other, he got cardiac arrest, severe chest pain. He was admitted in the hospital, and within 4 hours, he declared as a dead. 22-year-old boy, MBBS, he was doing his MBBS, one of my relative. So death will not wait till we become old. So again, why we have to practice this bhakti or Krishna consciousness when we are young? We always offer young flower to our beloved one, young rose. Now Valentine Day is coming. The people will offer the young rose to beloved one. They will not offer the rotten or, dried rose. They always offer the fresh rose. And when you offer the food to somebody, we offer very fresh food, So we don't offer any the rotten, the food with fungal attack, we don't offer that to our loved ones. So similarly, the youth is a fresh, we are very fresh. This is a blank slate where we can write so many things. That's what they say the youth is a habit forming years. The youth, this is a habit forming year. And we can write the script on the book of our life now only freshly, so that we can form many, many good habits in the future. The example is given, if you, a small puppy, if you want to teach him some tricks, you can very nicely teach when the puppy is young. But when same puppy become old, it is very difficult to teach him some new trick. The tender bamboo can be molded into so many things we can make out of that mold. You can make furniture, the table, you can make the dining table, the showcase, the bookshelf, you can make the swing, you can make the bed, and so many things we can make out of bamboo. There is a bamboo house concept also growing very well. So we can understand that the youth is the age. We can mold it in such a way that we can execute our Krishna consciousness in this age nicely. Old age, to mold it or forming some new habit is very difficult. That doesn't mean that this is an excuse. Whenever we get to know and whenever there is an opportunity to learn Bhagavad Gita or Krishna consciousness or Bhakti Yoga, we have to grab it, irrespective of any age. There are examples, people become a devotee at old age also. But when you are youth, take it as early as possible. Don't wait. Death can come anytime. One of my cousin died at the age of 33. He was about to go to office and brushing his teeth, and there was a cardiac arrest. He died in the home. So we should be careful. We should not postpone the thing. So Shankaracharya also having one beautiful shloka. Some people may say, why I am telling this shloka? Some people says that when all of my desire will be fulfilled, I will do bhakti. But generally in old age, the people after retirement, either in America they go for golf court, or either they can go for cruise, or I saw people going to cruise and they are discussing that I am going to cruise in vacation time. And also in old age, they play with the cards, they play with their own kids or grandkids. And what will happen is, old age, if you sit also there is a pain, if you walk also there is a pain, if you sleep also there is a pain. There are some complaints in the old age from the body. There are so many diseases, and during that time we are so much bodily consciousness, hardly we get some time to go in the temple or to commit for something of chanting or hearing about Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. It is very, very difficult. So there is a shloka by Shankaracharya. He said, Angam galitam palitam mundam. When all the senses of the body become weak or melted, like that candle, when candle is is kindled, so what happens? Slowly it will melt. So it is like a old age, melting completely is old age. So angam galitam palitam mundam, when all my hairs will gone, dashavidha vihinam jatam tundam, all my 32 teeth become zero now, and vriddhayati grihitva dandam, I got one stick to walk now. Tadhapina munchati asha pindam, don't think that my teeth are gone, I got third stick to water, third leg to walk, and my hairs are gone, or my senses are melted. That doesn't mean that your asha pindam, your desire in the hearts are not gone. They are still there. And to prove that, there is one story. One man was, not listening to the son, that after my retirement, I have to go to pilgrimage. So they hire one pandita, one brahmana, so that he can take him to pilgrimage. But after going to pilgrimage also, he was talking about the business, and he did not come out of that, seriousness, come out of, that attachments, and still want to continue his business. Then finally the sadhu also got frustrated, came to these two sons and said, I am failed now. So you take care of your father. He will never transform his heart. So then they said, only one chance, only 1 month you can try. And take him to Varanasi and take him to the cremation. So they said that the vairagya or tyaga or a detachment will come in on cremation if you go to any cremation. So they took him to the burning ghat in Varanasi where so many dead bodies were burning. So after seeing this dead body, this man started crying. So this sadhu was so delighted. Wow, he got some realization in life. He asked, "Why are you crying?" He said, "I got realization in my life. I understood the truth of life." "Tell me, what is that you understood?" Immediately that man said, "Throughout the life, I did the business of cloth. I was a cloth merchant. I was not knowing there is so much demand in the Varanasi for the wood. Otherwise, I could have done the business of wood." So this is the condition. We will never change. Asha pindam. Don't think that my asha or my all asaktis will automatically go into old age. Some of the disciples asked to Prabhupada, we are tossed up by material desire in youth. Very difficult to control the senses. So how we can really end up this desire? So Prabhupada said, so this body is like a boat and we are in the material ocean. So there is a tossing. Tossing will happen. But you cannot change this ocean. The ocean cannot change the nature. But we have to change. We can become an expert boatman. Or we can take, shelter of spiritual masters, scripture, chanting, doing some devotional services. We can change ourselves instead of changing this ocean. So then we will be expert and we can cross over this ocean. It will be that ocean become, such a vast ocean become so small like a drop, some drops which can, which the hoof prints of cow can hold at drops. And it is so easy for us to, cross the ocean. Just by mercy of Guru, by this holy name, it is possible. So that was the conclusion from Srila Prabhupada. So we should understand the bhakti is not, we should not think that this is the business of old people. The bhakti can be done at the young age because we don't know when we are going to die. If we are dying tomorrow, today is my old age. And we don't know when we are going to die. So this is like a battlefield. And that's what Krishna chosen a battlefield to speak Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. The battlefield is there is no certainty that when I am going to die. So similarly, this world is also like a battlefield. Anytime one can die. So that's what we have to take this bhakti very seriously. Whenever we get an opportunity, we have to grab it and we have to execute the principle of devotional service from the core of our heart. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.